Okay, so page 39 of your notes, we're going to start by marking our picture. Says AC is perpendicular to DC, so you need to find them. AC and DC is perpendicular. How do you mark things perpendicular? Square in the corner. So mark the square in the corner. Good job. And then it says side AC is perpendicular to side AB. So find AC and find AB, and we're also going to put a square in that corner. What kind of triangles did we just create? Right angles, right triangles. Very good. So do we already know an angle's congruent on them? Yeah, because they're both 90, right? Okay, then we have side AB is congruent to side CD. Find those in your picture. Side AB is congruent to side CD. How do you mark sides congruent? Tick marks. Doesn't matter. CD, DC. Okay, now if you saw this on Kahoot, would you say side, 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 or side, angle, side? Very good. Side, angle, side. So SAS. What's missing in here? The tick marks on what? The middle. Okay, now that we have an idea on the proof, let's start filling in things we know. Skip around. You guys just told me the triangles are congruent by what? What way did you all just say? SAS. That's what would go in the blank on number 5. Anytime you say triangle congruent to triangle, you put one of your ways, side, 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 or side, angle, side. Tomorrow we will learn a few more. Yeah? What, please? I did put it on 6, because it goes at the end. Oh, I didn't mean that. Okay, sorry. Now, let's go up in our proof and see if we know any other blanks, because you can skip around. How about this one right here? AB is congruent to CD. So go back up and look. AB is congruent to CD. How come we were able to put tick marks on that? Does anybody remember? Wasn't it in the given? So this proof kind of moves the given around. You know how I told you given usually goes at the beginning? It can come when you need it. So this proof put the given all the way down here, which is okay. It put one part of the given down there. All right, now go up to number 4. It says reflexive property. So you should know reflexive means same thing equal to itself, right? So where did we add lines for a reflexive property? In the middle. Good. We did on AC right there. We added those in because they shared the side. So this is going to say AC is congruent to AC. Okay, number 3 says right angles are congruent. If you say right angles are congruent, then probably over here you're going to have an angle congruent to another angle, correct? Yeah, okay, so you got to pick out what angles were congruent. So go back up here. You all told me those 90s, right, guys? Okay, so can I call that angle C? No, because there's 2 angle C's, here or here. So you got to name 3 letters. DCA or ACD is fine. So let's put DCA and angle BAC will work. All right, so we're almost done. Now, number 2 says angle DCA and CAB are right angles. This one's in here just clarifying that it's a right triangle, so you would just say definition of perpendicular. Because remember the way the proof started, it started with these 2 lines are perpendicular. So how did you know they were right angles? Because of perpendicular, definition of perpendicular. All right, we only got one more blank to fill in, and I bet you already know it. Given. All right, cool, good job. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. It doesn't have a number. So this one again, what do you have to do first? Before you start filling things in, mark your picture. Okay, so this came up yesterday and one on the worksheet. So this is actually really good because then we won't have to talk about it so much. It says AE and BD bisect each other. What's bisect mean again? Cut into 2, right? They cross. They cut into pieces that are equal. So you need to find AE and find BD. So AE is right here, and BD is right here. So we need tick marks, right? Okay, so AE get bisected. So that means on this side I'm going to put one tick mark, on this side I'm going to put one tick mark. That's only AE. Do I have more tick marks to make for BD? Yes, because BD got bisected as well. It says it right here. So if I do a 1 and a 1, I'm going to do a 2 and a 2. Good. Okay, that's all of the given they give us. So if you saw on this on Kahoot, would you say side, 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 or side, angle, side?
Side.
Not so sure?
Side.
Well, do you have is there going to be a way that you can say these two are equal? Not unless it's given to you. What can you mark that's not marked yet? The angle. What special angles are those? Starts with a V. Vertical. Don't you already know from chapter 1 that that angle's equal to that one? Yes. So you need to just know that. You are allowed to mark that, which means we're going to eventually write it down. But let's fill in the last line of the proof. Why are the triangles equal? By side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. So number 6 down here is going to be SAS. Okay, now let's start filling in some blanks.
Number 6 or 5?
6. Okay, Sean. All right, see how the given and given's already given? Okay, we're on to here. Why is AC congruent to EC? So you got to look back up at your picture. AC and EC. How come I was allowed to mark those two equal? What in the given told me that I could mark those? Because it was bisected. Remember it said these bisect each other? So guess what? This is going to say something with a bisect, right? Definition of bisector. If you use bisect in the given, then you're going to use it in the proof. All right, you should be able to fill in line 4 now. BC is congruent to DC. So look back at your picture. BC and DC. How come I was able to put tick marks on those? You got to think back to 2 minutes ago. Bisect again, because it said they bisect each other. So this is the same reason again. Definition of bisector. Okay, there's one more line, and there's no hints. Where did we add tick marks that we did not talk about yet? Anybody? Riley, where'd you add tick marks that we didn't talk about yet? On the angles. So what am I going to write? Why were they equal? You want to start with that one, or you want to start with naming them? Huh? They're vertical angles, so that's the reason. Vertical angles are equal. And then over here, you have to name the vertical angles. So can you list them with just one letter? No. Okay. So Tayshawn, you list one of the angles, one of the vertical angles. List it for me. What? Look at your picture if you can't see mine. Huh? A, B, C would be that one. Is that the one you want?
Yep.
No, dear, the orange one, the vertical angles. A, C, B. Watch in your picture. A, C, B, and then Kenyana, what's the one underneath it? D, C, E. Very good. Oops, D, C, E. And now our proof is complete. So that's 39 in the notes, okay?